So I've seen these on Pinterest and thought I'd make one just a little bit more weird because that's just what I do. So I'm just using random scrap pieces of wood I have, so a 1x12 board, which will unfortunately only fit one pair of boots, but my closet isn't that big. So I'll use a furring strip and some wood blocks and balls I've had for a while. Using screws and furring strips tend to split the wood quite easily, so I saw this little trick also on Pinterest. Not sure if it helps, but I'll just be trying this just for the edges of the wood. I already made the mistake of not remeasuring to see if the balls will fit between the squares, but it took only a little bit of shifting and it was fine. I'm only screwing the squares and not the balls because they would be fine to paint when connected to the wood rather than the balls. Realized painting the balls one by one was super slow, so instead I painted my glove and then just rolled the ball in my hand. Yes, I was doing this with just one hand for a while until I realized I had another hand and it would move even faster. Just found a random plastic bag. I'm stapling it to prevent the wood from getting wet from my shoes. This is the point I add pebbles or stones. In my case, I'm adding beads because if you don't know, I got an insane amount of beads from a hoarding job I did recently. I'm taping down the plastic because it's sticking up. I was going to use a little bit of trim, but that's taking it a bit too far. It's just a shoe holder after all. A magical, funky, weird pink shoe holder that could quite perfectly hold my pink rubber rain sneakers. So, this is a very tiny little closet. It's very much inspired by Beetlejuice, color-wise. And this used to be obviously a mirror, one of those standing mirrors. I got this from a job, a hoarding job. And this was attached to it clearly, and I just unattached it, made it a little bit smaller, so I had to cut this in half and connect it so that it would fit in here. And then I connected these two things for the pull, and this is my little hat holder or whatever. These were old slats from an old door that I just glued on here. It's a smaller closet now because this space is for my mirrors, which is right here. So these mirrors I got from this company that used to sell products from houses that they were like demolishing. So I got these quite cheap, and so I put them on these wheels, which was quite complicated to figure out because I mean they're extremely heavy, and the glue I use is pretty good though. So I just slide these in there. They're a bit wider, so they kind of stick out here. But yeah, that's the best I could figure out, honestly.